What if I told you that the humble penny, yes, that 1 cent coin jingling at the bottom of your pocket, could be worth thousands, or even millions of dollars? From everyday change to historical treasures, the 1 cent coin holds stories that stretch across centuries. In this video, we're diving deep into the fascinating journey of the US 1 cent coin, its origin, its evolution, and the hidden gems that collectors hunt for. So grab a cup of coffee and maybe even your coin jar, because, who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. The US 1 cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has a rich history that dates back to 1793. It was the first coin ever struck by the United States Mint under the authority of the Coinage Act of 1792. The first pennies, known as flowing hair large cents, were huge, almost the size of a modern half-dollar, and made of pure copper. Designed by Henry Voigt. These early coins showed Lady Liberty with flowing hair on one side, and a chain of 15 links on the other, representing the 15 states at the time. But that chain design caused a stir. Some saw it as a symbol of slavery. The Mint quickly redesigned it with a wreath instead. Images of 1793 flowing hair cent, chain cent, wreath cent. Quick animated timeline of early coinage. The penny has seen over a dozen major design changes since 1793. By 1856, the large cent was replaced with a smaller, more convenient coin called the Flying Eagle cent. It was the beginning of the modern penny as we know it. From there came the Indian head penny 1859 to 1909, a favorite among collectors, and then the iconic Lincoln cent, first minted in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Fun fact: the Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it caused quite a controversy. During World War II, copper was needed for ammunition. So in 1943, the Mint made pennies out of steel coated with zinc. These *** steel cents ** have a distinct silver-gray color and are magnetic. But here's where it gets very interesting. A small number of 1943 pennies were accidentally struck in copper. Only a few of these exist. One sold for over $1.7 million in 2010. 1943 steel cent versus copper. 1943 cent zoom on 1955 double die features. Auction house photos with prices listed. Today's penny is made mostly of zinc, with a thin copper coating. Since 1982, the U.S. Mint switched from 95% copper to 97.5% zinc to cut costs. Breakdown of penny composition pre- and post-1982. Graph showing production cost increase over time. Let's talk about value. Not all pennies are just a cent. Here are a few worth hunting for in your change jar. * 1909 SVDB Lincoln cent, worth $600 to $2 500 * 1943 copper penny, over $1 million * 1955 double die penny, $1 000 to $15 000 * 1983 double die reverse, up to $500 * 1992 close AM penny, $1 000 plus collector's prize condition, rarity, and errors. A simple mark, a misplaced minting, or a different metal can skyrocket a penny's worth. List of rare pennies with images, dates, and values. Side-by-side comparisons of normal versus error coins. So next time you're about to toss your spare change in a tip jar or a fountain, pause. That tiny coin might be a piece of American history, or better yet, a valuable collector's item. From the founding fathers to the digital age, the U.S. penny has quietly reflected our nation's story. Whether it's worth 1 cent or $1 million, the penny proves that even the smallest things can carry the greatest value. White heavy check mark, like white heavy check mark, subscribe, white heavy check mark, comment, *. What's the oldest coin you've ever found? *. It's small, copper-colored, and often ignored, but don't let that fool you. The 1986 Lincoln penny might just be one of the most overlooked coins in your change jar. But what makes the 1986 penny special? How much is it really worth? Could there be a rare version of this common coin that's worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Stick around, because in this video, we're exploring the history, value, and collector secrets behind the 1986 1-cent coin. Let's take a quick trip back to 1986. Ronald Reagan was president. The Space Shuttle Challenger had just been launched. Microsoft went public, and gas was about 89 cents a gallon. In the coin world, the U.S. Mint was cranking out billions of pennies, literally. The 1986 Lincoln cent was part of a long-running series that began in 1959, featuring the Lincoln Memorial reverse, replacing the earlier wheat cent design. This series ran from 1959 to 2008, and 1986 sits squarely in the middle, during a time when changes in coin composition and mint technology were happening fast. The obverse, or front, of the 1986 penny features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner back in 1909. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which allows us to see a tiny seated Lincoln inside the memorial, a neat little design detail. Now here's the key part. In 1982, the U.S. Mint switched from making pennies with 95% copper to a cheaper zinc core with a thin copper plating. So your 1986 penny is actually 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper***, unless you happen to find a rare error. Use a magnet and scale to test old pennies. Zinc pennies are lighter, 2.5 grams, than copper ones, 3.11 grams. In 1986, the Lincoln cent was minted in 3 locations. Here's where things get juicy. Even a common coin can become valuable if it's struck wrong. Collectors pay big bucks for coins with minting errors. Here are a few types of errors to watch for in your 1986 pennies. A 1986 penny graded MS68 read by PCGS once sold for over $1,200 at auction. That's a serious return on a 1-cent coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious, the 1986 penny reminds us of something important. Even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value, if you know what to look for. So next time you see a penny on the sidewalk or dig one out of your couch cushions, check the date. You might just find a 1986 that's worth much more than a cent. Would you like me to also write a companion YouTube video title, thumbnail caption, and tags for this script to help with SEO and views? You've probably held hundreds, maybe thousands, of 1986 pennies in your lifetime. But did you know some of them are worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars? That's right, your everyday 1986 Lincoln cent, minted in Denver, could be hiding an error or feature that makes it a collector's dream. In this video, we're breaking down everything you need to know about the 1986 penny, its history, how to identify rare versions, how much they're worth today, and what to look for in your pocket change. Slow zoom in of a shiny 1986 penny spinning on a table. Text, asterisk. Worth more than 1 cent? Asterisk. The 1986 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. The obverse features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that's been used since 1909. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, where, if you look closely, you can even see a tiny seated statue of Lincoln inside the memorial. Now, 1986 was a relatively quiet year for major design changes. But it was deep in the era of modern U.S. coinage, and billions of these coins were minted. Asterisk images of the Lincoln Memorial Cent asterisk timeline from 1959 to 2008 asterisk photo of 1986 political, cultural events for historical context. The 1986 penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which produced a staggering 442,866, 698 of these coins in that year alone. That's over 4.4 billion pennies. Composition-wise, by 1986, the U.S. Mint had already switched from solid copper to a copper-plated zinc core. So your 1986 penny is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighing 2.5 grams, unless it's a rare transitional error. More on that soon. Weigh your 1986 penny. If it's 3.11 grams, it may be a rare copper planchet error worth big money. Play button in circulated condition. What most of us find it's worth 1 cent, maybe up to 5 to 10 cents if lightly worn. Play button uncirculated condition, nowhere. Mint luster intact can fetch 50 cents to $1.50. Play button high grade specimens, MS65 and above. Certified by PCGS or NGC can sell for $5 to $50. But here's the jaw dropper. A 1980-60 Lincoln Cent graded MS68 read by PCGS sold for over $2,000 at auction. Why? Because ultra-high-grade coins from that year are rare due to the massive production and handling wear. Auction results screenshots, MS68 slab, side-by-side grading examples, MS60 versus MS68. Errors are where the real treasure lies. Even a common coin becomes a collector's dream with the right error. Here are the top 1980-60 penny errors to watch for. Magnifying glass tilted left off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing, value can be $10, $200 plus. Magnifying glass tilted left doubled die errors, doubled letters, especially in Liberty or the motto, can sell for $50. $500. Magnifying glass tilted left clipped planchets, where part of the coin is curved or missing, $20. $100 plus. Magnifying glass tilted left wrong planchet error. If your 1980-60 penny is struck on a dime or foreign coin blank, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands. Magnifying glass tilted left die breaks cuds ***, raised blobs or chips, especially near the rim. ***, minor ones ***, go for $5, $20. Larger cuts up to $150. Photos of each error type with red circles highlighting the features. A real eBay listing of a 1980-60 off-center penny sold for $137. White heavy check mark. Step 1. Check for mint luster. Does it still shine like a new coin? White heavy check mark. Step 2. Look for errors, misaligned, clipped, or doubled design elements. White heavy check mark. Step 3. Weigh it. Use a digital scale. If it's 3.11 grams, it might be a rare copper error. White heavy check mark. Step 4. Consider professional grading. PCGS and NGC can certify your coin and potentially multiply its value. The 1980-60 penny might seem like just another coin in your change, but with over 4.4 billion minted, even a small percentage of errors or high grades can mean big money. So dig through those penny jars, old wallets, and change trays. You could find a hidden gem. Because in the world of coin collecting, it's not always about gold and silver. Sometimes, the real treasure is made of zinc and copper, and it's hiding in plain sight. White heavy checkmark. Like white heavy checkmark. Subscribe. White heavy checkmark. Comment below. ***. What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? How to spot rare and error versions. ***. Auction values of graded 1980-60 cents. ***. Tips for identifying zinc versus copper planchet errors. ***. Top error types for this coin.